The big story, I'm sure you guys all know, once again, that weather, the lake effect snow event that's happening all over Northeast Ohio.
The roads have been tricky across the area, some still snow covered and very slippery. And then in other locations, there's almost no snow anywhere to be found.
And you're looking now at a live view of the 3 News weather radar, which tells the story of this lake effect snow machine as it winds down. More snow on the way this weekend. Going to toss it now to meteorologist Mark Johnson. Mark, what can you tell us about what's to come?
All right, winding down event number 1, and then we'll wait for Saturday night before we get another round of snow. We're going to start right here. This is I-271 at the 422 split. We've had squalls here for most of the day. The roadways now look reasonably clear. They're wet. There's some icy spots. And again, you don't want to touch that median where you've got that pile of snow and ice next to it, or it's going to pull your car in and off the road. So be aware all around the area. Greater Cleveland still getting some snow. I'll show you the radar coming up. Currently 30 degrees, a feels like tip of 20, humidity at 72%. Winds have calmed down a little bit. We're still seeing gusts above 20 miles per hour. This looks much better. If you joined us yesterday, this was all lit up in reds and oranges and yellows. The squall was right across the metro, and we were seeing major problems with the squall. Well, now we've got a few little issues here and there. Again, we'll zoom in and we'll show you the I-90, I-77 split. You can see it's snowing now, and you've got wet roads. There's still that sheen on the highway, but as far as snow-covered and slick areas, better conditions now, probably because a lot of you are staying home, right? So we've got no real major organized squall area right now. They're kind of breaking up and kind of sliding through, so they're transient. So they'll sit over you for a little while and then they'll move on, and then you might get another little dose of snow here. We're getting some drier air moving in from the west-northwest, and that's going to help us cut down the snows overnight. Middlefield to Parkman, a little area of snow. Auburn, Corners into Solon, Broadview Heights and Strongsville, some snow will go west. We get a few little bursts of snow. Wakeman to Vermilion to Oberlin. Again, we've got our alerts out. Our lake snow warnings for Cuyahoga, Geauga, Ashtabula, Trumbull, and Portage counties through 7 p.m. this evening. Hopefully they'll get canceled early, but hey, it's only a couple hours away. Currently in the 20s and lower 30s, wind chills teetering on the teens. Next few hours, we're going to see those temps falling down through the 20s. Some scattered hit and miss snow, maybe an additional inch of accumulation.
Maybe the calm between the storms.
Yeah, between. I like that.
Yeah, a lot of action still to come, and safety first even now. Thanks so much. Road conditions continue to change by the hour. Mark just did a great job of explaining where and when you might need to watch out. That lake effect snow still moving across Northeast Ohio, and ODOT has had crews out plowing all day.
Yeah, trying to keep those streets safe there. Our Kristen Moran continues our team coverage. She is in Beechwood right now. Kristen, how are things looking there on the road?
Hey guys, well, the snow has definitely started to pick up here. I'd say the snowflakes start to look like Dippin' Dots. I'm sure you can see it in my hair, but as far as traffic goes, things are moving along pretty well on 271. You can see the roads are understandably wet right now, but it's a stark contrast from what we were dealing with earlier in the day when we were on 480 and 77. It was a lot slushier, a lot messier, but I did speak with ODOT District 12 today about their efforts to keep the highways clear, and that district covers Cuyahoga, Lake, and Geauga counties. They've had 266 trucks out across Northeast Ohio since Wednesday, and we saw a handful of them out there today. We have some video of the trucks scraping up that slush on I-77 and salting the roads, and they are truly in the thick of it right now, as we're expecting some more. So you heard Mark talk about this weekend. They are working on 12-hour shifts, plowing and salting for as long as this continues.
We've been plowing around the clock. The weird thing about the storm, it's lake effect. So one area is going to look worse than the next area, so you really have to drive per the conditions.
So that was Brent Kovacs with ODOT. He brings up a good point you heard there about driving per the conditions. That's the big thing here as you navigate around the area. Just take it slow. And remember, your car won't stop the same way it does, of course, on drive pavement. So make sure you give yourself some space and just slow down wherever you are traveling tonight. Peter?
Slow and steady. Watch out for those falling Dippin' Dots, Kristen. Go in, get warm. We'll see you soon. Various restrictions have been set up across the Northeast Ohio area. Places like Newburgh Heights, for example, are dealing with a parking ban right now. We've got those details and more information on our website, WKYC.com. You can also find that information on our 3 News app.